welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Evalyn. I'm a library science grad student with a focus in youth services, and when I was a teen, I was a theater kid. So of course, I have been absolutely obsessed with Wicked, the film adaptation of the musical that just came out. I've been obsessed with Wicked, the musical, since childhood. It was, I want to say, the second or third musical I ever saw, and I grew up listening to the original cast recording on CD just relentlessly. So of course I have a lot of thoughts, and if you too have a lot of thoughts about the musical Wicked, then this is the video for you, because I am recommending 5 young adult books that I think are read-alikes for the musical. From an adaptation perspective, this film is insane. It's a film adaptation of a stage musical adaptation of a book that is a retelling based on a film adaptation of a book. So these books are not necessarily read-alikes for the original Wonderful Wizard of Oz books, the 1939 film, or the Gregory Maguire book Wicked that inspired the musical. In fact, they are very much not read-alikes for Wicked. I have read that book. I much prefer the vibe of the musical, so that's what we're trying to match here with these 5 recommendations. So let's jump into it. If you loved Wicked because you identify with Elphaba's story of being the persecuted outcast, then I think you should read Serafina by Rachel Hartman. This is the first in a young adult duology, and there are at least 2 other spin-off books as well set in the universe. In this universe, humans and dragons share a tenuous coexistence. They're not fighting each other anymore, but they certainly don't like each other. Now, dragons have the ability to take on the guise of a human and live within human society, but they're still sort of looked down on as outcasts, and it is absolutely illegal for a dragon and a human to be romantically involved. Our main character, Serafina, is the illegitimate daughter of a dragon and a human, and she has to keep her draconic nature a secret. This becomes quite difficult when she is invited to the palace to become the apprentice to the royal musician and is put in charge of the princess's music tutelage. If you love rivals to lovers romance and you thought that the feeling in What Is This Feeling should have been sexual tension, then you should read It's Love's Hate Relationship by Carly J. Carlson. So this sapphic rivals to lovers romance is the only contemporary novel on this list, so if you are not as comfortable with fantasy, this is a great place to start. Our main character, Charlie, is one of the only female hockey players in her intramural league. When she gets into a fight with some sexist assholes from an opposing team, accidentally causing some property damage in the process, she gets suspended from the team and also from school. Everyone at Charlie's new school seems to hate her, but no one more than Alexa Goldstein, whose pair's figure skating partner was injured in the fight. So when Alexa's mother/figure skating coach asks Charlie to step in as a practice partner, it seems like a bad idea, except it may be Charlie's only chance to repay her debt to the rink and get in front of D1 scouts. They may or may not end up skating together to defying gravity. If you're a fan of Enemies to Lovers and you watched those deleted train scenes and you went, oh my gosh, why weren't these in this movie, and also why didn't they kiss, then then you should pick up Practical Rules for Cursed Witches by Kayla Cottingham. For generations, the bee women have been cursed never to find true love. When Delilah Bee goes on her calling, a magical test to see if she'll be able to keep her witch powers, she knows she wants to break the family curse as her task. After all, what is the point of your absentee father being the world's best curse breaker if you can't break your family curse? But her calling is hijacked by Kieran Pelumbra, who needs her to break his family curse before it kills him and turns his twin sister Briar into a monster. From the moment they meet, Briar and Delilah do not get along, but they're stuck together on this like flying ship thing. It's very cool. The world building in this book is very cool. There's a magical library too. If you liked the library set in Dancing Through Life, you'll really like this library of curses. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this book is so cool. Anyway, the girls don't get along, but they're stuck together on this ship, and soon it kind of seems like maybe Delilah's curse might cause some problems for them. Alright, if you enjoy Wicked because you resonate with Elphaba as misunderstood witch with a true devotion to her sister, then you should read The Dark Tide by Alicia Hasinska. Every year on St. Paul Parker's Eve, the Witch Queen of Caldela steals a boy to take back to her palace to fall in love with and then sacrifice to the hungry tide that is threatening to flood the city. Last year's sacrifice didn't work. This year, main character Lena is convinced that her brother is going to be taken, so she enlists the help of Thomas, the only boy who's ever escaped the queen, to keep him safe. Our other main character, Eva, became the queen after her sister sacrificed herself instead of Thomas. And when she sees him, she takes him. Convinced that she can break the curse that makes the tide rise, Lena offers herself up in exchange for Thomas's freedom. And finally, if you love Wicked and you think that Glinda is the most interesting of the characters, I think you might like A Language of Dragons by S.F. Williamson. That's right, we're bookending this thing with dragon books. When aspiring draconic translator Viv's parents are arrested for secret rebel tendencies, she panics, frees a captive dragon, and accidentally starts a civil war. The Prime Minister gives her a choice: prison, or working for the government to help crack the enemy dragon's code. If she breaks the code first, it means a pardon for her and her family. But the longer she works on the project, the more she realizes how wrong it is and how corrupt the government might be. All right, there you have it. Those are 5 books I think you'll enjoy if you loved Wicked. Hopefully those will tide you over while we all wait for Wicked for Good to release. If you like this video and you want to see more from my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button. With that being said, my name is Miss Evalyn. I had so much fun being your almost librarian today, and I'll see you real soon. Goodbye.